Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going through the haul of all the clothes that I thrifted in a previous thrifting trip, which I'll link up here. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it because it's 16 minutes of blissfully wandering around charity shops, finding all of the lovely summer clothes that I can, holding them up and showing you and describing what I'd style them with. So it's quite fun. If you'd like to go and watch, please do. I will wait here for you, of course. So if you've watched it or you've decided to stick around and just proceed with the haul, that's great. So this haul contains a mixture of things. There's a couple of things that you saw in the video and a couple of things that you didn't. I don't always show everything that I buy on film when I'm thrifting, purely because sometimes if it makes my heart pound and I worry that someone else might take it, I just nab it and then I go and buy it and I don't necessarily put it on film. And that's just the way it goes. But it does mean there are a few surprises in here, so hopefully that's exciting. Right, let's proceed. So the first item is something that you saw me try on, and it is a really gorgeous blazer from Monsoon originally. It's velvet and it's got a really beautiful print. It's not roses actually, I thought it was roses before. I think it's leaves, and it's really interesting because when I first tried it on I thought it was oranges and pinks, and it's not. It's oranges, yellows, and actually some kind of dusky, I keep saying dusky in my videos, some muted purples and greys in there, and then obviously green for the leaves. I think it's really striking. It's super soft, and obviously I'm quite a tactile person, so I like the feel of clothes. This feels lovely. It's lined inside as well. It's got little pockets. They are still fastened or sealed, or however you want to describe them, but in a blazer like this, it's kind of lightweight, kind of short. I wouldn't put anything in my pockets because why would I need to? I always have a bag with me. So in that case, I think I'll just keep them sealed as they are. They look very smart. The sleeve length is great. I'm pleased with it. And I think the length of the jacket hits me in just the right spot. It's really pleasing. So this is very comfortable, very stylish as well. I mean, I tried it on in the previous video with my old ripped Levi's and my pink trainers, and I quite liked that look actually. But I see this, I'd style this with jeans. I've got lots of skirts that I could put it with, but I quite like a blazer thrown over jeans. I think it's a classic combo, you can't really beat it. So that's what I'll be styling it up with, I think, when I wear it. Ah, yeah, it feels so nice. It's not a super smooth velvet, it's very textured, and I'm just gonna have to make sure I don't, you know, walk around rubbing my blazer because that's just weird. But yeah, very comfortable, very stylish, very happy with that. And one thing to note with the Monsoon blazer as well is that it has one of those little clasps that you clasp together. It has a clasp that helps you do it up, but only one side is there. Somebody commented in the last video and said it's really easy and quick and cheap to get one of those from the haberdashery and then attach it. So I might do that. If I'm honest, I'm not a massive fan at the moment of doing blazers up. I like them open, but I suppose as it gets colder in the future, it would be nice to have that option to do it up if I want to feel a bit snuggler. If I want to feel a bit snuggler. So thank you for that tip. And this was £7 from Deborah, so really, really good for a lovely blazer from Monsoon originally. Really happy with that. Next up, we have a necklace. So this is it's so similar to the one, hopefully you can see it. This is really similar to the one I'm already wearing. So I've got this one, which is a 3-strand pearl necklace. This one is exactly the same. The clasp is slightly different. We've got quite a chunky clasp there. And they're slightly, I don't want to say yellow because that suggests like fading and not very nice, but much warmer tone of yellow, a much warmer tone of pearls, which I think would work really, really beautifully with this blouse actually. So these, I know where they're from Marks and Spencer's because there's a tiny little tag that says it's from Marks and Spencer's, and these were just £2. And I absolutely love finding jewellery at the charity shop, especially when it's from Marks and Spencer's, because I really like Marks and Spencer's jewellery most of the time, especially pearls like these. I'm so happy with those. So I'm just debating whether to swap these over for these, but it's a bit of a faff. I'm not going to do it, but maybe they'll make an appearance in the next video, who knows. I love the sound of them. And I love the feel of them. They're a really nice heavy weight, and something that I find quite important to me personally with necklaces is that they're quite weighty. I like to be able to feel them. Although for years and years I didn't wear jewellery at all, and then when I started I was much more of a fan of dainty pieces. I quite like chunky necklaces. I think you can't go wrong with a big bold statement necklace. It's just lovely. So like I say, the necklace was £2, real bargain. In fact, I'm wondering how much these were. I think this might have been £2 as well. So you can pick up some really striking pieces from charity shops for a song. Next up is another piece that you did see in the charity shop, and it is yet another Adidas jacket. This is a woman's jacket. It's a medium and it fits me very, very well. It's not snug, but it's clearly fitted for a woman. It's this gorgeous green. I really like this. Really spring green, I think. Grass green. Classic Adidas logo on there. There's not too much to say about an Adidas jacket. It's got the cuffed sleeves, it's got the cuffed waist, which is fabulous, and it's a zip up as well. I had a previous video where I thrifted 2 Adidas jackets, which I'll link up there, and I don't know I do know what it is actually. So I really loved Adidas jackets when I was growing up. Everyone in my year had one, and I was one of the last to get one, and I coveted them. And then I was so happy when I eventually got one, and they recently had a resurgence in popularity. I suppose now that trend has passed, because that's why I'm finding them in charity shops, but that's okay. I'm not particularly fussed about being trendy, as you'll know if you've seen any of my previous videos. It's more about what I like, and I really like Adidas jackets. They're perfect for the school run because I can just chuck them over anything really, and they just add an extra layer and then I'm nice and warm. So that was really good. This was £5.95, which I think is an absolute bargain for an Adidas jacket. Couldn't see the tag when I was looking at it in the shop, and it turned out when I took it to the counter it was actually just in the pocket. It probably come off and somebody had put it in the pocket when they were looking at it. So £5.95. Green is one of my favourite colours, so very happy with that. Next up, I'm just going to hold it up and show you. It's another Adidas jacket. So that's 4 I found from charity shops now. This is the classic black. It's slightly bigger on me. This is a medium as well, but I think it's a men's medium. Again, exactly the same features as before. You've got the cuff sleeves, the cuff bottom, although actually it's not quite as cuffed, so it's a slightly different style. I said exactly the same features. They are the same features, but they're not exact. Same classic logo though, of course, and the iconic stripes too. This was just £4 from a charity shop. This was the first one I saw, and it was in the men's section actually. I remember I picked it up from the men's. And you know when you see something and you're like, oh, I'm really, really happy I saw that. I had that moment when I first saw this. So my Adidas jackets, like I say, I now have a black one, a green one, which you've seen in this video, a pink one, which isn't vintage. Somebody kindly informed me, I thought it was, but apparently it's a slightly different style and it's still being sold in the shops today, but it's a lovely colour and I'm really happy with that. And I also got a burgundy one with a hood, which my son promptly claimed. So he has that now, although I do pinch it back from him from time to time. I bought it, I'm going to wear it. But now we have quite a range. I mean, all of us in our family could wear Adidas jackets now if we were so inclined, but we probably won't because that might look a bit weird. Okay, last up is okay, I've done a previous video about how to style winter coats. I'll link it up here. If you've watched that, you'll know I absolutely love winter coats. And I think it's because in the UK, it's cold and dreary and rainy for much of the year. And I like the variety that having a few different coats can bring. And it's quite a privilege. I recognise that. It's quite a privilege to be able to buy lots of different coats. And I will just follow that up by saying I buy them from charity shops. So they're very reasonably priced indeed. In fact, I've probably got all of my coats for the price of one coat brand new. So I'm chuffed with that. But anyway, enough talking. I'm going to show you the item. It's another green. This one is described on the label as bottle green, and it is the softest coat I own. Now it does make me wonder what it's going to be like in the rain. Is it going to soak up all of the water? So this might be a spring and autumn coat, but it feels amazing. It's so super soft, it's almost like fluffy actually, it's quite nice. So this coat is from Autograph, which is a brand by Marks and Spencer's, and it's described on the label as wool rich, which I think is a really nice way to describe it. It's not just wool, it's wool rich. But this is just lovely. It's got these little pockets, actually I say little, they fit my entire hand in with my fingers splayed, so they're quite hefty. It's got matching buttons, tortoise shell all the way down, little breast pocket button that's a fake one, it's sealed. No pockets inside, but then you wouldn't really expect that for a woman's jacket. And it's It's so smart and so lovely. I find this style of coat, it's very flattering and it's perfect for in the winter because you want to layer up, you want to have big bulky jumpers, and I tend to find if I buy a coat that's my size, it's kind of touch and go as to whether I can fit really chunky massive jumpers underneath. So having a coat a size up is perfect because it gives me those layering options. And sometimes I just feel like I want something a bit oversized, especially if it's cold, it just feels more snuggly somehow. So very, very pleased. If I didn't say the price before, it was £9.99, which I think is fantastic for a wool coat, absolutely fantastic. And as I said earlier in the video, green is one of my favourite colours. So to have a lovely bottle green coat, I'm very happy, and £9.99 as well, just perfect. Okay, thank you so much for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do comment below to let me know which item was your favourite and why. I love reading your comments, and I know everyone else in the community does as well, because especially if you're sharing tips on how to style things or what the value of something is as well, or any repair tips and tricks. I love reading all that kind of thing. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye! Now this one is I'm sure it's a women's, oh, it's a, for goodness sake. I really liked these jackets when I was growing up. I coveted, love reading, blah, blah, blah.